शांत शांति. Namaskar. Hearty welcome to you all in this webinar series. We are coming to the conclusion. This series is being organized by Ministry of Ayush, Government of India in association with 5 leading yoga institutions. The Art of Living, the Yoga Institute, Mumbai, Kaivaladham, Lonaval, Krishnamacharya Yoga Mandiram, and Ariham Dhyana Yoga. And it's being coordinated by Morarji Desai National Institute of Yoga. Now the whole world is gearing up to observe 7th International Day of Yoga. Just 2 days away, that's on 21st of June. To raise the awareness about yoga and making it accessible to larger community, a mobile application, Namaste Yoga, was launched on 11th June 2021 by the Ministry of Ayush. So I do hope all the yoga lovers and especially yoga professionals will be benefited by this app. Today we are very fortunate to have most respected Sri Sridharanji, the senior most teacher of Krishnamacharya Yoga Mandiram. He is presently the trustee, yoga therapy consultant and a chief mentor of Krishnamacharya Yoga Mandiram. He became the student of TK Videshikacharya in the year 1980s and learned the essence of yoga in a Gurukula style directly by his guru TK Videshikacharya ji over for more than 3 decades. He has represented India in various forms in India and also abroad. And he visited China, UK and other countries. He has authored a book which gives the biographical sketch of T. Krishnamacharya ji. The book was published in Tamil. So I take this opportunity to welcome our most respected Yoga Guru Master, Sri Sridharanji. I also welcome you all for this webinar. I do hope we have a series of 20 webinars every day coming in the evening 5 to 6, which might have enhanced the knowledge, various aspects of yoga, and also develop the skills for both the common man and also the yoga professionals in particular. This is the way how we can disseminate the knowledge and skill of yoga from the eminent masters to entire population. This current pandemic scenario has provided us to disseminate this knowledge through using the technology with various social media and electronic media platforms and motivate the people to take up yoga as their profession and make it part of our everyday living. On behalf of Ministry of Ayush, on behalf of my Morarji Desai National Institute of Yoga, I take this privilege to thank you for being with us for this four weeks and making this entire webinar series a grand success. Once again, I heartily welcome you all. Dhanyavad. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Namaskaram. Welcome to session 4, the concluding session of the webinar series talks in connection with Be at Home, Be with Yoga, on the heading of Mantra Yoga, also Mantra in Yoga. I'll start with a prayer. Shri Krishna Vagishayitishwarabhyam Samprapta Chakrankana Bhashyasaram Srinot Narankendra Yatau Samarpita Svam Shri Krishnamacharya गुरुवर्यमीडे विरोधे कार्तिके मासे शतताराकृतोदयम् योगाचार्यं कृष्णमार्यं गुरुवर्यमहं भजे कृष्णसूरीदयापात्रं ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणं श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यं वन्देकं योगदेशिकम् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Briefly, what we have done so far in the last 3 sessions. The first session was addressed to getting an information on what is mantra and also how mantra can be used in yoga in a particular way. That is, as one recites the mantra, one can do by hearing the mantra, one can do a series like a vinyasa krama. And in the second part of the first session, we also have a demo practice where one can just sit down and hear the mantras. And here it is also a part of mantra in yoga where the person hears the mantra and it makes the mind calm. In the second session, it was mantra in asana, and where there is a coordination between your movement and asana, either in movement or in state, particularly in movement, where the recitation is best done with mentally. So to coordinate with breathing, movement, mental recitation of mantra, and that is expected to take one towards a state of mental calmness and achieve the purpose of the asana of sthira and sukha also. Third session was on mantra in pranayama, also called samantraka pranayama, how mantra can be introduced into pranayama, particularly where mental recitation of the mantra in association with the breathing of inhalation, hold, exhalation, also hold, how they help. And today the most important part of this series is mantra in Dhyana. The importance here is because Dhyana is the 7th anga of the Ashtanga Yoga, the others being Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. Generally, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi are taken together in the Ashtanga Yoga and generally called as Dhyana. Why? Because it is only when Dharana sits in, Dhyana can be taken up also. And when Dhyana has been taken up and practiced, it has to culminate in Samadhi. Otherwise, the purpose of Dhyana is not getting utilized fully. Now, Dhyana has the most importance in yoga because the very word yoga, the equivalent word for the yoga is one of the words is Dhyana. In fact, when it comes to the second sutra of the Yoga Sutra, Yogaha Chitta Vritti Nirodha, Sri Krishnamacharya Yogacharya says, Atra Yoga Padam Dhyanam id Abhidiyate. Here the word yoga is spoken as dhyanam. So dhyanam and yoga, they represent same. That is the amount of importance for dhyanam in yoga. Let us also go to dhyanam in general. Dhyanam can be traced to even the Vedic period. In fact, most of the vidyas which are in the Jnana Kanda, they are called vidyas. They are in the form of dhyana only, but they are in the form of dhyana of reflections. and a rishi, a teacher, will ask the student to go and reflect on what is this cosmos, who am I. They are all in the form of Dhyanam only. But Dhyanam has evolved and is continuing to evolve. And then later came the Puranas, later came Itihasas. In Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter is divided to and given to Dhyana Yoga. And there are a lot of Dhyana formalities or Dhyana protocols given in the Puranas also. Over a period of time, a lot of models of meditation have been developed and continues to be developed. In modern day also, we are getting a lot of meditative models from great masters. And it has assumed a lot of importance from scientific studies as to the efficacy of dhyana in bringing down the mental illnesses, makes the stress levels down. Now let us come to the mantra in dhyanam from the point of view of the lineage which is followed in Krishnamacharya Yoga Mandiram, given to us by Paramaguru Krishnamacharya and teacher Deshikacharya. Krishnamacharya has particularly given a text called Dhyana Malika, where he talks about the dhyana procedures. Also, while he is talking about dhyana in other teachings, he says the dhyana, as far as yoga is concerned, is traced to the Ishvara Pranidhana in the first chapter of the Yoga Sutra. After talking about who is Ishvara, it says, Tad japaha tadartha bhavanam, tasya vachakaha pranavaha. The Ishvara or the God is a teacher's teacher and the foremost teacher. How he can be addressed is Pranava, which is Om. And Pranava can be anything, like addressing a way of addressing. But here, in the context of the Yoga Sutra, it is Om. And how this Om can be recited? Japa. And this japa becomes the model of meditation. So the ancient model of meditation follows the japa, but that is one model of meditation. It does not mean every meditation, any meditation should have japa only. Non-japa type of meditations are there. As I told you, it can be an inquiry itself, vidyas, or it can be to still the mind with some various practices. Now here we are going to take up the dhyana procedure as handed down to us by our teacher Deshikacharya, as received from our teacher Krishnamacharya. This procedure where a particular mantra is repeated, and mantra repetition can be done in three ways. Mantra repetition, japa, as the very word said, jap means to repeat again and again. It has got two parts. Ja represents Janma, Pa represents the Papa. So it removes Janma, that is the cycle of birth and death, and it also removes the impurities, Papas. So that is the amount of special importance for Japa. In repetition of the mantra, there are three ways. In Sanskrit, they are called as Uchchai, Upamsu, and Manasika. Uchchai means aloud. Upamsu, lip movement. Manasika, mentally. So Uchchai is, you take a mantra and repeat it. For example, if we take the mantra Om, and if we repeat it, you'll say Om, Om, Om. It can be in various pitches, but it will be allowed, it will be heard. It will be heard by the person who is repeating it, and it will also be heard by outsiders if somebody is nearby. That is Uchchai. And then Upamsu is where the mantra is repeated, not heard, with a lip movement, like that. The person who is repeating it will be able to hear mentally inside, but it will be only a lip movement. For an outsider, it will just be a lip movement. The third is situation where one closes the mouth and generally mentally repeats only. And this follows for all the mantras. As I have said in the first session, mantras can be divided into Vaidika, Avaidika, Devata based mantras. In fact, on the session on pranayama, mantra and pranayama, a reference to Gayatri mantra was also done. Gayatri is one of the important mantras, and the meditation on Gayatri mantra, which is found in the Vedas, Karmakanda, is known as Sandhyavandanam. That is the meditation, model of meditation, where Gayatri is the main mantra and it is addressed to sun, and it will be facing the sun at a particular point of time of the day. 3 times a day it is done. It's a model of meditation. Now, can we just repeat the mantra? Basically, number one, we have to understand that any mantra has to be initiated only. Whether it is Vaidika mantra or Avaidika mantra, initiation of a mantra is important. Initiation means passing on the method of the meditation. The teacher passes on the method of meditation. It will include teaching how to sit, where to sit, how to keep the body, how the preparations have to be done. Most of the time, this will differ, all the time it differs from one person to the other. That is why it is highly individualistic. Once a person gets initiated into it is just not the mantra only. The initiation includes the entire procedure of the dhyana with the mantra. Procedure of the dhyana with the mantra. And depending on the student's adhikara, a teacher will go on guiding the student for a particular time, after which the student will have to do, generally does the dhyana by himself or herself. In fact, as stated in the Bhagavad Gita 6th chapter, Ekaki yatachittatma nirashir aparigraha, Ekaki, alone. A person is supposed to sit alone and do the meditation only individually, not in a group, according to the model of meditation that comes from the Vedic model as well as from the Bhagavad Gita. So an initiation is done, and the initiation is done with a procedure, after which the teacher will say, you can now go on doing a meditation on your own, and takes the feedbacks and makes corrections wherever it is required. So this type of a relationship between a teacher and a student is very important, is highly recommended. In fact, it is a prescription even, mainly because meditation also can have side effects or no effect for that matter. So one has to be very, very careful, because when we are going to go inward, more inward, and just watch what comes in the field of the mind, it can have its own effect. In fact, before even taking up japa type of meditation, one is given a longer procedure to make the mind calm, take the impurities from the mind away. Pleasures have to be taken out, and then they start into the meditation. Otherwise, two things can happen. One is it can become mechanical and one may not get the desired result. Two, sometimes if the kleshas continues to be there, then this meditating session itself can be more disturbing and it can make the disturbance more. So it is ideal to get the meditative practice initiated, developed by a teacher. Now, in the model of meditation, where we have a mantra, can we go on just repeating the mantra? For example, if we have a mantra like, I give in the beginning, same mantra I am going to say. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. We used it in the asana session also, in pranayama also. So, Can one sit down and say Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha, Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha? Or, for example, Om, and someone can sit and say Om, Om, Om. Is that enough? And you just have a clock and then go on repeating it and maybe even mentally repeating it. And to make it more effective and depending on because most of the practitioners like us, we are in worldly living experience. We are not like the monks who are in ashrams, etc. So one will have transactions, and the transactions leave a lot of imprints in us. And just a mental repetition will not get us into even focus, and also not give the desired result of making the mind sattvic. The idea of meditation is to make the mind more sattvic completely and make the rajas and tamas come down. In fact, prayer preparation itself is to make the mind sattvic and to link it. The link is more important, and often it is shubhashraya. There should be a focus. So before taking up the mantra, a focus is also important. The mantra has a devata behind it. There will be a form for the devata and the form, and there will be some meaning in the mantra. It is not without a meaning. And if we take, for example, Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha, I said Ram is the word which removes impurities. Ramaya Namaha, to the great Rama I prostrate. Because Rama in the Ramayana is given as an important character which had all good qualities, and we are trying to imbibe them. So the Ishvara of the Yoga Sutra is also given special qualities. So these must be also integrated. Tad japaha tad artha bhavana. For example, if we want to take a mantra on our own, teacher is also good and great. And our teacher who has given us the knowledge, there we have the ability to also reflect on the mantra and to get the form of the teacher in our mind. Now, let us go to the next step, how a model of meditation is developed. So the primary part, which is called as meditation, Dhyanam, is called as Pradhana Anga. Pradhana means chief, main Anga. It is built around this japa with a Purva Anga and a Uttara Anga. Purva Anga means preparation. Uttara Anga means to come out, what follows. So it is not simply a person sits down and then go on, just repeat the mantra and get out of it. There is a procedure, and the procedure is very important because the procedure makes it very, very effective. In the case of even dhyanas which are given particularly in Bhagavad Gita and all, Lord Krishna talks about the space, how one has to sit, the preparations. In fact, most important, how to make the breath better, get ready. So there will be a preparation at the level of the body. There can be a preparation at the level of the breath, and there will be a preparation at the level of the senses also. And at the senses level, when there is a preparation made, then comes the procedure of sitting down and doing the japa continuously. After a particular time, generally the time is left. Most of the time it will be japa of 108 times repetition of the mantras, and we can even take a 5 minutes time also. After the japa is over, we just don't jump out of the situation. We also go down through the Uttaranga. In the Uttaranga, there will be a pranayama and a small amount of body movements so that we go back to the natural state. From the state we started the meditation at the level of the body, breath, mind and senses. This model of meditation, which has got the Pradhananga, which is preceded by Purvanga and succeeded by Uttaranga, this is one model of meditation, and which is the model which has been handed down to us by our Yogacharya, Krishnamacharya. And this can be individualized also. This should be generally individualized. And when it comes to the Pratyahara part in the meditation, we have got some small procedures. These procedures are also can be individualized. The procedures include certain mudras and nyasams, and they are called avahanam. We take the divinity inside of the system. If it is Gayatri, visualize Gayatri, we visualize sun and take it. If it is sun model of meditation, we can take sun inside. If it is moon, we visualize moon as a divinity and take it inside, called avahanam. Then after the avahanam, we have got a procedure of karanyasa, where we are keeping the hands in a particular way and touching the fingers and running through the thumb runs through each finger. This is called karanyasa. This karanyasa is very elaborate, and what we are going to see today will be a shorter version. And then anganyasa, touching some parts of the body. Vyapakanyasa, taking the mantra entirely through the body completely, all over the body. After which, generally we go for the meditation of repetition of the mantra. So this procedure, only when this procedure is followed, we will get the right effect of the meditation. Now, the one important point is, in the japa type of meditation, what happens is it becomes mechanical. And even the procedures will be so mechanical that we will be going on touching the parts of the body, but the mind will be elsewhere. So we will be touching the part of the body, we will be even repeating the mantra, and either the mantra can be repeated aloud or mentally. In whatever way we do, mind can be wandering. So to make it more and more attentive is important. For this purpose, in the ancient days, they gave a guided meditation, because most of the time the mantra meditation, mantra yoga is taken up at a very young age. Very young age. There are initiations for this, after which the student starts taking it up. So for a long time, the student will be given a guided way. When the guiding is taking place, that is, the repetition of the instructions comes from the teacher, the practitioner goes on listening to it and gets the ability to ward off, keep off other thoughts. And once it becomes integrated into the system, the moment the practitioner sits down and starts with the procedure, the ability to keep off other thoughts. In fact, another meaning of the word nirodha, Rudu avarane. Rudu stop. Stop means to stop all other thoughts which are not required, and to direct the mind towards one particular thought in the form of a mantra. Once this gets integrated and the person gets the ability, the person starts doing on his own or her own. So let us today get into the mantra in Dhyanam with a practice, and for this purpose it would be ideal if we take a seated position, and from there I will be giving instructions and you can look through the video. Ideally, once you have completed seeing the demo part of it, it is better for you to do by hearing the instructions. That will be very better. It will give the good effect. So I conclude the entire webinar series of talks on mantra yoga, mantra in yoga, with mantra in Dhyanam, which is a very important part of the entire series, because mantra yoga consists of use of mantra in Dhyanam. I'll end up with a prayer. Oh. भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयामदेवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेमदेवकितैर्यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
Namaskaram. Welcome to the practice session of the mantra in Dhyanam, the fourth part of the webinar series on mantra yoga in connection with the celebration of IDY, be at home, be with yoga. Mantra in Dhyanam is called as mantra yoga. The procedures differ in a number of ways from one school, one parampara to the other. What we follow in Krishnamacharya Yoga Mandiram is going to be demonstrated, and you can also follow and practice. And this will be a highly adapted version also. And there is a protocol or a procedure in doing this dhyana, where the use of the mantra Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha is going to be used. Now, the protocol will be, there will be a Purvanga, Asana, Pranayama, Nadishuddhi, and there will be Avasanam, Nyasas to take care of the Pratyahara, Japa the Pradhananga, then in the Uttaranga, there will be a Pranayama followed by a very short Asana practice. Now let us get ready. Ideally, for Dhyanam, seated posture is the best. You can take Sukhasana, like Gita is seated, or if you can sit in any posture like Siddhasana, Ardha Padmasana, you can attempt. But it should be with the Sthira and Sukha. That correct? Now we are going to start with the Purvanga. Just keep the eyes closed. Take a few normal breaths. Watch your breath. Just watch the breath. Okay. You can see the demo now. One time Gita will show you the asana preparation, Purvanga. So the thumb will touch the index finger and it will be rested on the knee. Back erect, eyes can be closed. Exhale completely. Inhale, raise the arms by the side. Mentally recite Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Palms will touch each other at the top with the elbows slightly stretched. Give a pass of the breath. Exhale, start lowering the arms by the side. Mentally recite Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Palms rested on the back on the knees. The demo is over. Get ready. Get to the seated position with the back erect. Palms rested on the knees. Upward. Palms are looking upward. Thumb, we will do 4 times now. Thumb will touch each finger for each time. Thumb touches the index finger. Back erection down. Eyes closed. Get ready. Exhale. Pass. Inhale, raise the arms by the side. Mentally recite Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Palms touch each other, stretch up, pass the breath, exhale, lower the arms by the side, mentally recite Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Palms rested back on the respective knees. Thumb will touch the mid finger in both the hands. Inhale, raise the arms by the side. Mentally recite Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Palms touch each other, stretch up, pass the breath. Exhale, lower the arms by the side. Mentally recite Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Palms rested back, pass the breath. Thumb will go to the ring finger in both the hands. Inhale, raise the arms by the side. Mentally recite Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Palms touch each other, stretch up, pass the breath. Exhale, lower the arms by the side. Mentally recite Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Palms rested back on the respective knees. Pass the breath. Thumb touches the little finger. Inhale, raise the arms by the side. Mentally recite Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Palms touch each other, stretch up, pass the breath. Exhale, lower the arms by the side. Mentally recite Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Arms rested back. Release the breath and release your fingers. We have done the first part, Purvanga Asana. In the entire series, what we have to keep in mind is following the instructions in the guided way and keeping off the thoughts is the most important point in Dhyana. When you keep off all thoughts, distracting thoughts, you will achieve the state of Dhyana. Now, take a few normal breaths. Just watch the breath. Get ready for the pranayama purvanga. This is called Nadi Shuddhi, Nadi Shodhana pranayama. Some also call Anuloma Viloma, where there will be an inhale by the left nostril, there will be a pass, no hold, exhale by the right nostril. Inhale by the right, pass, exhale by the left. This is one round. First, we will do without mantra, just to see how the breath flow is, whether the nostrils are open. 2 rounds we will do. First, demo will be done by Geeta for 1 round. Sit with back erect, chin down. In the right hand, take Mrigi Mudra. Correct. Hold the nostril, keep your chin down, eyes closed. Touch the nostrils by the thumb on the right side, on the left side. Thumb on the right side, and ring finger and small finger on the left side of the nostril. Gently close the nostrils at the bone. Open the right, exhale. Pass, close the nostrils. Open left, inhale. Pass the breath, close the nostrils. Open right, exhale. Pass, close the nostrils. Open right, inhale. Pass, close the nostrils. Open left, exhale. Pass the breath. Drop your arms gently back. So Geeta has done one round for demo. Now all of you get ready. We are going to do 2 rounds only of amantraka pranayama. Keep your back erect, chin down, eyes closed decided. If you are wearing a specs, remove the specs. In the right hand, get Mrigi Mudra. The index finger and mid finger are bent down, thumb one side, ring finger and small finger on the other. Hold your nostril, touch. The right hand will be touching the nostril sides. Thumb will be touching on the right side of the nostril. Ring finger and small finger on the left side. Back erect. In your left hand, thumb will be touching the index finger rounded. Gently close both the nostrils. Open right, exhale. Pause. Close the nostrils. Open left, inhale. Pause. Close the nostrils. Open right, exhale. Pause. Close the nostrils. Open right, inhale. Pause. Close the nostrils. Open left, exhale. Pause. Close the nostrils. Last round. Open left, inhale. Pause. Close the nostrils. Open right, exhale. Pause. Close the nostrils. Open right, inhale. Pause. Close the nostrils. Open left, exhale. Pause. Gently drop your right arm down. We have done 2 rounds of amantraka pranayama to get ready for samantraka. Samantraka is the preparation. Full one. Take a few normal breaths. Get ready. The right hand will be in Mrigi Mudra. Hold the nostril. Right hand will hold the nostril. Thumb in the left hand, thumb will touch index finger. Back erect, chin down, eyes closed. Gently close both the nostrils. Open right, exhale. Pause. Close the nostrils. Open left. Start inhaling mentally recite. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Pass the breath, close the nostrils. Open right, exhale. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Pass the breath, close the nostrils. Open right, inhale, mentally recite. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Pass, close the nostrils. Open left, exhale. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Pass the breath, close the nostrils. In the left hand, thumb will go to mid finger. Inhale, right nostril. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Pass. Exhale, right nostril. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Pass. Inhale, right. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Pass. Exhale, left. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Pass. Close the nostrils. Left hand thumb will go to the ring finger. Inhale left. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Pause. Exhale right. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Pause. Inhale right. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Pause. Exhale left. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Pause. In the left hand, thumb will go to the little finger, last round. Inhale left. Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Exhale right. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Inhale right. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Exhale left. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Gently drop your right arm. We have completed the Purvanga Pranayama part of it. Just relax before we go into the Pratyahara part, which consists of a few nyasas. Take a few normal breaths. Just watch the breath. Get ready. Now we have 4 segments in this. Even still we are in the Purvanga, Pratyahara part we call this. There will be a Dhyana where we are reciting the sloka that let us all be protected by Lord Rama. Now, after that, we will do an Avahana, and then we will do Karanyasa, we will do Anganyasa, and Vyapakanyasa. We are taking the mantra to all parts of the body. Also, we are seeing that we are going more and more inward. Keep both the palms in Namaskar Mudra. Just hear the prayer. If any of you know the prayer, you can repeat. Apatam apakartaram dhataram sarvasampatam lokabhiramam shriramam bhuyo bhuyo namamyaham. Now you can see the demo. Gita will keep the hands in Anjali Mudra in front. We are going to do the Avahanam. As we recite the mantra, we take the palms and touch the heart. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Touch the heart, take the palms out in the rounded way. Correct. All get ready. Keep your palms in Anjali Mudra like Gita. Now, as you recite, you can recite aloud, take the palms to the chest. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Touch the heart. Second time. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Third and last time. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Now we are going to do Karanyasa, an adopted Karanyasa, where we will see once demo. The mantra is divided into 4 parts. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Thumb will touch each finger, starting with index, and it will go towards the little finger. So you can see Gita doing that. Thumb touches the index finger first, rounded. Ram, mid finger. Ram, ring finger. Ramaya, little finger. Namaha. This it. We will do 3 rounds. Get ready for practice. Chin down, eyes closed. You can just hear the instruction. Thumb touches the index and you can recite aloud. Ram. Mid finger. Ram. Ring finger. Ramaya. Little finger. Namaha. Second round. Index. Ram. Mid finger. Ram. Ring finger. Ramaya. Little finger. Namaha. Third and last round. Index finger. Ram. Mid finger. Ram. Ring finger. Ramaya. Little finger. Namaha. Now we are going to do Anga Nyasa. Both the palms will be in Chin Mudra. They will be, that is, thumb touching the index finger. You will now see the demo as Geeta does. Right hand will touch heart, throat, mid of eyebrows, and top of the head for each part of the mantra. She will now demonstrate heart. Ram. After touching, you should say the mantra. After completing the mantra, you should remove. Throat. Ram. Mid of eyebrows. Ramaya. Top of the head. Namaha. Now get ready for the practice. Both the hands are in Chin Mudra. Thumb touching the index finger rounded. Get ready. Right hand touch heart. Ram. Throat. Ram. Mid of eyebrows. Ramaya. Top of the head. Namaha. Second round. Heart. Ram. Throat. Ram. Mid of eyebrows. Ramaya. Top of the head. Namaha. Third and last round. Ram. Ram. Ramaya. Namaha. Drop down. Now last part of the nyasas called the Vyapaka Nyasa. So where both the palms will run through from the top of the head as we recite the mantra and go up to the feet. Gita will do one demo. So Ram, sideways. Ram, up the thighs. Ramaya Namaha. That's all. Now get ready. All of you get ready for the practice. Both the palms on top of the head. Ram, run down. Ram, Ramaya Namaha. It will go up to the feet. Second time. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Third and last round. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Now we will go for the main Purvanga, Pradhananga. We will go for the Pradhananga, which is Japa. Back erect, chin down, eyes closed. Thumb touches both the hands, index finger, other finger straight. We will repeat the mantra aloud 10 times. As you repeat the mantra, you can look at the tip of the nose or at the heart. You can visualize any pleasant form of a god or a nature or bright light. Or if you just look at the tip of the nose, that's also good. Get ready. Mental recitation aloud 10 times. Ram, Ram Ramaya Namaha. Ram Ram Ramaya Namaha. Ram Ram Ramaya Namaha. Ram Ram Ramaya Namaha. Ram Ramaya Namaha. Now, 10 times just lick movement. Start mental recitation till I wake you up. Eyes closed gently and open and see the tip of the nose if you feel like, or with eyes closed, visualize the heart. Mentally start reciting continuously. Gently come out of the meditation. Keep both the palms in Namaskar Mudra and mentally pray. Let us be blessed with good health. Let all of us be blessed with good immunity. Let there be peace everywhere. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now we will come out of the meditation, Uttaranga. You can see the demo of the Visarjana. Both the palms will be touching the heart. As we recite the mantra, we will take the palms away from the body chest. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. This is Visarjana. Get ready, touch the heart. As we recite the mantra, take the palms away. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Second time. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. Third and last time. Ram, Ram, Ramaya Namaha. So in the Uttaranga, we will do 2 rounds of Nadi Shuddhi. Get ready. Right hand in Chin Mudra, right hand in Mrigi Mudra, left hand in Chin Mudra. Touch the nostril, close the nostrils gently. Open right, exhale, follow the breath. Pause. Inhale left. Pause. Exhale right. Pause. Inhale right. Pause. Exhale left. Pause. Inhale left. Pause. Exhale right. Pause. Inhale right. Pause. Exhale left. Pause. Drop the arm. Right arm gently. We have completed the Uttaranga Pranayama. Just to see, we have to go back to our normal position. Now we will end up with a very small asana, Paschimottanasana, in a very light way, because we have kept the knee folded. Stretch the legs forward in front of you. Stretch the legs in front of you forward. And keep both the palms on the knees. You can see the demo now. Inhale, raise the arms by the front. Stretch up fast. Exhale, bend forward. Bend the knee, gently try to touch your feet. If you are on the chair, you can do that with the chair, in the chair itself. Inhale, raise the arms back. Stretch up. Exhale, gently drop your arms on the knees. Get ready for the practice. Inhale, raise the arms by the front. Stretch up. Exhale, bend forward. Touch the feet. Touch the toes. Knees bend completely. Secure your back. Inhale, take your arms back. Stretch up. Pause. Second time. Exhale, bend forward. Stretch your low back. Pause. Inhale, arms to the back again. Stretch up. Third and last time. Exhale, bend forward. Stretch your low back. Touch the toes. Sit down. Pause. Inhale, raise your arms back. Go to the first position. Pause. Exhale, gently drop both the palms on the knee. Come back to the original position in Sukhasana or seated. We will end up with a concluding prayer, submitting all our actions to the Ishvara called Satvika Tyagam. Kayena vacha manasindriyeva Udyatmana va prakrite svabhavat karomi yadyat sakalam parasmai Narayana yeti samarpayami Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Thank you.
Namaskar to the concluding lecture of Be With Yoga, Be at Home webinar series organized by Ministry of Ayush in collaboration with leading yoga institutions of the country. I take this opportunity to express my sincere thanks to the Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, for organizing this webinar series as one of the various activities initiated to observe International Day of Yoga on the theme Yoga for Wellness. I am thankful to the Director, Morarji Desai Institute of Yoga, for his continuous support and cooperation to make this webinar series successful. On this occasion, on behalf of Morarji Desai Institute of Yoga and my own behalf, I extend my heartfelt thanks to the Yogacharya Sridharanji, senior most yoga teacher, Krishnamacharya Yoga Mandiram, Chennai, for his enlightening lecture on mantra in Dhyana. I am also thankful to our potential partner like the Art of Living, Bengaluru, the Yoga Institute, Mumbai, Kevaladham, Lonavala, Pune, Arham Dhyana Yoga and Krishnamacharya Yoga Mandiram, Chennai, for their wonderful lectures and incessant support to make this series successful and memorable. I also like to thanks to all the viewers yoga enthusiasts, media persons, brothers and sisters for their overwhelming responses and feedbacks, for joining us from India and abroad. At the last but not the least, I am thankful to the social media team of Ministry of Ayush, Murarji Desai Institute of Yoga, and the concerned staff of potential partner, including MD Noaid, for their untiring support to make this webinar series successful. Thank you.